Hello guys, my name is Kushagra Agarwal and today we will discuss the calculation of dates under Secretarial Standard 1. Now our first point is notice to convene board meeting. Now it is provided in Secretarial Standard that notice of meeting shall be given at least 7 days before the date of board meeting. Now what does it mean? How does it interpret? The date falling on 7th day before the date of board meeting excluding the date of board meeting. This is how it interprets. Let me show you an example. Suppose board meeting is scheduled on 15th June 2023, the notice shall be issued on or before. Now how will you calculate? First, you will draw a timeline. Now board meeting is scheduled on 15th June. I will write 15 here. The board meeting. Now since the date of board meeting is excluded and the 7th day will be our answer, hence we will start counting backwards from the 14th June. How will us do it? First, we will write the 7th day like BM 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we will write the dates for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Now this 8th June is our answer because this is the 7th day, because this is the date falling on 7th day before the date of board meeting excluding the date of board meeting. So our answer is 8th June. Now that is how I calculate the notice to convene board meeting. Now this is the easiest method I have come up with. Now in case the notice is sent by registered post or speed post, 2 days shall be added. If we add 2 days, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6. Now 6 is our new answer in this case. In this case our answer is 6th June. Now let's move on to the next topic, frequency of board meeting. It is provided that company shall hold at least 4 board meeting in each calendar year with maximum interval of 120 days or 90 days between 2 meetings. Now how does it interpret? Now in this 120 days or 90 days, dates of both board meeting will be included. That means we will start counting 120 days from the last board meeting and the 120th day will be calculated up to the next board meeting. Hence the actual gap is 118 days. Now let's take an example. Suppose the last BM was held on 5th June 2023. Now how will we calculate the next date for a board meeting? Now since this is a bigger number, we cannot possibly make a timeline chart. So we will use the subtraction method. Now let's start subtracting remaining days from 120 days. Let's take 120 days minus. Now let's start counting from 5th June to 30th June. That will be 26 days. Now after June, there is July of 31 days plus August of 31 days plus September of 30 days. Now we have to subtract the numbers from 120 until we get a negative number. Our goal is to not get a negative number. Our goal is to get a positive number. So we will have to subtract only until we get a positive number, from which if we deduct more 30 days, we will get a negative number. Now this 26 plus 31 plus 31 plus 30. If we add it, now 30, 30, 30, 90, 90 plus 20, 110, 110 plus 6, 116, 117, 118. Now if we deduct another 30 days from 118, we will get a negative number, but our goal is to get a positive number. So we will end it here. So 120 minus 118 days is equals to 2. Now this 2 will be our answer. Now June, July, August, September. So this will be 2. October is our answer. Now this is the simplest method by which we can calculate, because we cannot make a timeline, and if you calculate by your finger, you might get a wrong answer. I mean, the rule is simple. You have to subtract until you get a least number, by which if you deduct further, you will get a negative number. And our goal is not to get a negative number. Hence, we will deduct only until we get a smallest positive number. Yes. Now, for more context for this particular topic, you can go and search on Google the penalty on Lorem Rail Maintenance India Private Limited for non-compliance of Section 173, subsection 1. Now, let's see the third point. The first meeting of board shall be held within 30 days from date of incorporation. Now again, in this 30 days, date of incorporation and date of board meeting is included. Hence the actual gap is only of 28 days. Now again, we will use the subtraction method to calculate it. Now since this is only 30 days, so we don't have to calculate this further. We can just subtract 30 minus remaining days in July. So July has 31 days and this 15th July will be counted. Hence we will have 17 days. Because if this 15 is not counted, there will be 16 days counted from 16 July to 31st. But we will also add this date, hence we will get 17. Now if we deduct another 30 days, we will get a negative number, but our goal is to get smallest positive number from which we cannot deduct further. So 30 minus 17 is equals to 13 August. Or 13 August is our answer. Now next point. So the basic point is the date of incorporation and date of board meeting will be included in these 30 days. And also in 120 days, the date of both board meeting will be included. I mean, this is the point of mistake, where we don't know whether to include such date in 120 days or not. But yes, both date of BM will be included in this 120 days. And in case of 30 days for incorporation, the date of incorporation and board meeting will also be included in the 30 days. And only in notice part, the date of board meeting is excluded. Now, the fourth point, last date for directors to respond to resolution by circulation. Now in this case, it is provided that not more than 7 days from date of circulation of draft resolution shall be given to directors to respond, and last shall be computed accordingly. Now, interpretation, the date of circulation is included in the 7 days unlike notice. As in notice, the date of board meeting was excluded, but in the case of passing of resolution by circulation, director have to respond within 7 days counting from date of circulation. So hence, since this is a small number, we can draw a time chart. So the draft was circulated on 5th June. We will draw a time chart. We will start counting from the date itself, that is 5th June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So directors have to respond on or before 11th June. This is our answer. Now let's move on to the fifth point. Last date for circulation of minute. Now that is 15 days from date of conclusion of board meeting, draft minute shall be circulated. Now again, this 15 days will include the date of board meeting. Now again, we will draw a time chart. Our date is 16th June. Now we will start counting 15 days from this 16th June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Now, this 30th June will our answer. Now, last point, minutes shall be entered in minutes book within 30 days from date of conclusion of meeting. Now, suppose our meeting ended on 15th June 2023. Now what will our answer? Now simply we can use the subtraction method. 30 days minus days remaining in June counted from 15, that is 16, is equals to 14. So 14 July will our answer. So to summarize it, I have given you two methods to calculate the date, the timeline method and the subtraction method. Timeline method will be used for up to 15 days calculation because that will be short, but for 30 days or more calculation, you can use the subtraction method. Now the basic problem was only for interpretation, I guess. So yes, for notice of board meeting, the 7th day before the board meeting, excluding the date of board meeting, and in case of frequency of board meeting, 120 days include both board meeting. And in case of convening board meeting within 30 days of incorporation, both date of incorporation and date of board meeting will be included in 30 days. And in case of circulation, in case of responding to resolution by circulation, in 7 days, the date of circulation of notice will be included. And in case of last date for circulation of minute, date of board meeting will be included. And in case of entering of minutes in minute book, date of board meeting will be included. Now let me do some questions of examination to get a better understanding. Now, the first question asked, if meeting of board of directors is proposed to be held on 15 September, what will be the last date for giving notice in case notice is sent to the email or other electronic mode? Now, we will draw a time chart. 15th, date of BM. We will start counting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, let's start counting backward from 14. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So, 8 is our answer in this case. 8th September. Now let us see the guideline answer. 2A, you see 8th September. Now, if meeting of director is proposed to be held on 15 September, what will be the last date of giving notice in case notice is to be sent by the speed post? Notice sent by the speed post. So we will add the 2 days in this case. That is 8 and 9, 7 and 6. So 6 September is our new answer. If I show you the guideline answer, 6th September. Now, next question, if company is incorporated on 15 July, the first meeting of board should have been held by. Now subtraction method, 30 minus remaining days in July, 17 is equals to 13 August is our answer. 13 August. If meeting of board is held and concluded on 16 June, the draft minute shall be circulated by within 15 days. That means we will draw the timeline. 16th June, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So 30 will our answer. 30th June. You can see this is 13th August for first board meeting and this is 30th June for yes. So this is how you calculate the date in Secretarial Standard 1. Now before concluding, I have a bonus point, that is calculation of quorum for board meeting. Now the provisions for determination of quorum under SS1 and Companies Act 2013 were given in different order, but I have written it in this manner. So if you write this in examination in this order, you will don't have any problem to calculate the quorum. First is 1/3 of total board strength or 2 director, whichever is higher, and participation by E mode shall be counted. Any fraction in 1/3 shall be rounded off to 1. It means if your fraction even come to this 2.33, your answer will be 3. Now total board strength shall not include vacant directors and interested directors, except in case of private company. I mean, in private company, interested director can take part in board meeting after disclosure of their interest. But if number of interested director exceeds 2/3 of total strength, then remaining director present at meeting not less than 2 shall be quorum during such item. Now there is one special point in the quorum under section 174 bracket 2. It is written as continuing director may act notwithstanding any vacancy in board, but if and so long as their number is reduced below quorum fixed by the act for meeting of board, the continuing directors may act to increase number of directors to that fixed for quorum or summoning a general meeting of company and for no other purpose. Now what does it mean? First it says continuing director may act notwithstanding any vacancy in board. Now understand, company has a perpetual succession. It is not affected by its change in its member. Now what happened? If some member of board become vacant, company does not stop to operate. Company will continue to operate as it should. But what happened? The power of board as a whole will be subtended for the time till new directors are appointed to fill the quorum. That means continuing directors may act up to their power, but cannot act on decisions which has to be taken by board meeting, with adequate quorum. That means they can make purchase and sale in their individual capacity, but they cannot make purchase and sale which require the approval of board of directors. Hence, the continuing director as a whole cannot do an act which require consent of a board of directors in a board meeting, but they can act to increase the number of directors to that fixed for quorum. I mean, if they are not given power to increase the directors, then that will create a never-ending loop where they cannot even appoint directors and not even can do other things. That is why this provision says if there is a vacancy in board by which the number of directors is reduced below minimum, then board of director as a whole cannot do any other thing except to increase the number of directors. Now, for example, company has 12 directors. Now the quorum of company is 1/3 or 2, hence the quorum of company is 4. But office of 4 directors become vacant, 3 are interested and 2 are dead. Now company has only 3 active directors. Now these 3 directors can carry on the business of company, but they cannot make any decision as a whole. I mean, they cannot make a decision which require consent of board of directors in board meeting. In a board meeting where valid quorum must be present. But they can conduct the board meeting and they can call the general meeting to increase the number of directors. I mean, to appoint new director, board meeting is necessary. Hence, they can conduct board meeting to appoint the new directors. But they cannot conduct the board meeting to pass any board resolution for substantial business of company, like selling of land or taking on loan, which require the consent of all board of directors. So yes, this concludes my session, and thanks for watching. Bye.